Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Talk here on Tech Inside. My name is Trevor Barnes, I'm your host. So let's get started talking about, today, my thoughts and kind of my future with the iPhone 6. Well guys, I'm a bit mad. I just recorded this video and I guess my SD card was not big enough or something, and I recorded a 15-minute video, and then I realized it didn't record anything at all. So I'm re-recording this, and I'm gonna make maybe this is better. Maybe this is better for everyone anyway. So I'll make this the more condensed version. But today I want to talk about my thoughts of the iPhone 6, the future. The predicted iPhone 6. I mean, I want to make sure it's very clear that the things I talk about and the things I may say are predictions and my personal thoughts. We don't have any real facts about this device yet until, what is the day? September 9th, when the media event is going to happen, and we'll find out more about what's going on. And of course, stay tuned to Tech Inside for coverage of that, because me and Eric have tons of coverage about that event and what's going to actually be officially announced there. But here's the deal. Eric brought up the iPhone 6 the other day and was saying, and it was just asking me some businessy questions like, hey, do you want to cover it like this? How do you want to do it? Blah, 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 stuff like that. And it got me thinking, and I started doing some research. And it was like, here's the deal. If you guys don't know my past, I am not an Apple fanboy, kind of like Eric. Eric kind of is, but I'm not. I'm running, a Samsung Galaxy Note 3 right now. I have an NVIDIA tablet over there. I do have some Macs and stuff, and I do like Apple products. I've had every iPhone except for this current generation, which is the 5S and 5C I've not had, but every iPhone before that I have had. I've also had the Samsung Galaxy S3, Note 2, S4, and again, now the Note 3. And of course, I've had a few other Android phones here and there as well. But I've tried to stay kind of diverse. I haven't liked to have been in one category. I like to stay kind of everywhere and just enjoy the product however it's supposed to be enjoyed. Not because it's an Apple product or because it's a Microsoft or a Samsung product, whatever. I just like what I like and I don't what I don't. That's pretty much it. But with all that said, it got me thinking. The last few iPhones have disappointed me. The current version of iOS, which I can't remember the number, sorry about that, but the current version of iOS has disappointed me. The lack of features, honestly, has disappointed me a lot. To the point where I kind of gave up on Apple for phones. And then the iPhone 6, it starts to become a little bit interesting in my mind. Now, I want to say, again, this is all rumored, but we have two new screen sizes, which are rumored, the 4.7-inch and the 5.5-inch. I'm really looking forward to see if that 5.5-inch phone actually happens. And with that said, we know the internal specs are going to be as powerful as they need to be to run every single iOS app beautifully. That's the difference between Android and iOS. I don't care about what's spec-wise, what it's got, because guess what? It's going to run everything perfectly. I don't really care how the picture quality is because it's going to take beautiful photos. Specs don't matter with iPhones. It's a very different kind of system than Android phones. With all of that said, I'm not interested in the specs on this next iPhone 6 because it honestly doesn't matter. I know it will run everything smoothly and buttery as, I would expect. And with the features that I have missed from my iPhone, like iMessage and FaceTime, it's gotten me to think, do I want to go back to the iPhone? Do I want to give the iPhone 6 one last chance for Apple's grasp to give me a phone that I enjoy? And after thinking long and hard about this, I decided I'm going to give Apple the yes. I know, to people that think I was sucked into the Android thing, I will be giving up my Note 3 to get the next iPhone, the iPhone 6. If there's going to be multiple versions of it, I want whatever I want to get. If there is the version that is 5.5 inches, I would get the bigger one. And I would get whatever highest end model there is. So, yeah. I know it's surprising, but I have missed certain features about my iPhone. I'm not going to lie. The fact iMessage and FaceTime are very big things in my life. And this is going to sound very naive and very 16-year-old girl in me to say. But I've actually missed the silent button. And I know it's ridiculous. I can just turn this thing down and it goes on silent or vibrate or whatever. But the silent button on the iPhone was very convenient. When my phone was in my pocket, I couldn't take it out, but I could just reach my phone, feel the button, click the button, it vibrates. it's stupid. I know it is, but it was useful. And I feel like because I do kind of respect Apple, and I've gotten my MacBook Pro Retina display, which I've loved, that I feel like I'm going to give Apple the one more chance for the phone for me. And this is how I'm going to do this. Number one, if I do not like this phone, I will never buy another iPhone again. That's my rule I'm making right now. And granted, I may not follow it. We'll see what happens next year. But if I don't like the phone, I don't plan on buying another iPhone. If I do like the phone, then I'll continue Apple as a contender in my in the phones of my life. But that's really the way I look at it at this point. There are other phones that are of interest to me, so I want to make this quite clear now. I am not going to become an iPhone whore and use nothing but iPhones. I'm going to indeed still, get other Android phones and be able to be on that side of things too. Including the Android phone that really interests me, which I plan to get, regardless of the iPhone. I'll buy this retail, is the OnePlus One. I'm really interested in that phone. I'm going to buy that when I'm able to get one, just because you can't get them right now. They're invitation only. But when I am able to get one, I will do that. And, of course, you'll see videos of that on the channel. But I just want to give Apple that one last bit of chance. And I feel like with the rumors, and I'll have a good article linked down in the description from Mac Rumors that they just kind of compiled together very nicely. All the rumors, the specs, and everything like that, if you're interested in that. And I kind of use it as a reference, but really at the end of the day, I don't care about specs when it comes to an iPhone because we know everything's going to run perfectly. It's more about the user experience and how that's going to kind of play in and work. And again, it's Apple, so I expect it to do okay. Maybe not great, but I'm hoping for great. And I'm hoping that this iPhone 6 is going to be wonderful. Slimmer profile, a bigger screen, hopefully all the new bells and whistles that, I expect to see from the next iPhone. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think I really want to talk about I'm going to accept Apple one more time. I'm going to give them a shot. I'm going to give them all I got. And we'll see kind of how that works out for me. With that all said, another reason I have wanted to do this is not that this is a main reason by any means, but I also want to get back into iOS development and start working on some apps again. And granted, that isn't really a feature for me. Like I would have bought an iPod Touch or something or an older iPhone to do this. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to make it my main phone, but I've decided, you know what? I'll go ahead and also, get back into that a bit. And see where that goes and, make a few apps for the channel probably because I'm already doing development over on Android. So, it gives me the opportunity to do that as well. But overall, I am giving them one last chance in my life. And if they fail, they fail, and that's done. If they succeed, which they might, to me, in my mind, it's a 50-50 chance. But if they succeed, then we'll see kind of how it goes. But that's all I got to tell you guys right now. That's kind of wrapping up this Let's Talk, I guess. I don't have much more to say about it at this moment, but we will have continued coverage over the September 9th event from Apple. Me and Eric will be doing a live stream that night, and we'll probably have also independent videos going over our opinions on it, the stuff that they talked about, and etc. So we will make sure we indeed cover it, and we'll cover it good and well and give you the information that you guys want. When I get my iPhone 6, which I plan to get at launch, we'll make sure I'll do whatever I can do an unboxing video, and review and all that stuff. I'll make sure I have done as well. So I guess that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys interested in the iPhone 6? You guys gonna get it? What are your opinions of me going from Android and my Note 3 here to another trusty old iPhone, I guess? I don't know. We'll see. But what do you guys think about all that? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, you subscribe, and favorite, and do all that stuff. And make sure you check out the podcast version of this show, the Let's Talk the Podcast, which you can find on our network's YouTube page, as well as tons of different places online, including iTunes, Stitcher, and also now TuneIn Radio. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am signing out. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's talk. And I guess that's it. See you guys later. Toodles.